Welcome back to review the pay-per-view. Today we have Great Balls of Fire 2017. This pay-per-view is okay, some crazy matches, but kind of mid. So let's get into it. To kick off the show, we have Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. This was all Bray. He would smash Rollins' face into the steel steps, pounce him to the barricade, even a superplex. Seth Rollins would really lose control and start attacking Bray. The ref would have to pull him off, and as the ref is pulling him off, Bray Wyatt would jab Seth Rollins in the eyes, then hit a Sister Abigail for the win. 3 stars, good opener. Next would be a squash match. Big Cass versus Enzo Amore. Big Cass would just, take Enzo to town. Big Boo for the win. 1 star, move on. The Raw Tag titles were on the line in a 30-minute Iron Man match. The Bar versus the Hardys, and the Bar would be the champions. Starts off with Cesaro distracting Matt. He comes in, goes out. Matt turns around. Actually, Sheamus is the legal man in. Brogue kick, they get their first point. Jeff Hardy would come in and just be destroyed by the Bar. They would even do an assisted white noise to get their second point. Hot tag to Matt, then the Hardys would hit a poetry motion, side effect from Matt, twist of fate from Jeff Hardy to Cesaro for their first point. The Bar would beat up Matt Hardy for a little bit, they throw him outside, and they keep him outside to get him counted out for their third point, I believe. Matt Hardy would help Jeff Hardy with an assisted pin to Cesaro for their second point. Matt Hardy would even do a moonsault for it too, but I was just impressed with Matt Hardy doing a moonsault in 2017. Jeff Hardy would hit a twist of fate from the top to Sheamus to tie up the match. The Hardys would take out Sheamus, then Jeff Hardy would hit a swanton to Sheamus, but Cesaro was actually the legal man in, and then he would pin Jeff Hardy after he did a swanton, so I guess the little after effects, from the swanton, they would get 4 points. With 20 seconds left on the clock, Cesaro just runs out of the ring, doesn't even care because they're already ahead by 1, and they win. So 3 stars, it was a good match. Next up, the Raw Women's Championship was on the line. Alexa Bliss puts her title on the line against Sasha Banks. Miss Banks would be in control for the beginning of the match until Bliss pretends her arm is broken because she's just double jointed. So I think this was the first time she would do this too. Sasha Banks is on the apron on the outside, and as she's there, Alexa Bliss would pull her leg and she would land straight on her back on the apron, which was pretty dirty. And throughout the match, Bliss would just put in her submissions, just working the back. Alexa Bliss would hit a beautiful sunset flip to Sasha Banks. Fight would lead to the outside. Sasha Banks would throw Alexa Bliss to the barricade, and then she tried to bring her back in, but Bliss just rolled back out. Sasha's just looking at her like, what is she doing? The ref's getting closer down to 10, but then Bliss decks her in the face, and she gets counted out. So Sasha Banks wins, but Bliss retains. So 2.5 stars. Next up, the Intercontinental Championship was on the line. The Miz with the Miz Taraj and Maurice versus Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, whatever you want to call him. This is 1.5 star. I'm not going to really get into this. It was just a numbers game for Ambrose, and they'd hit him in the back of the head. Skull crushing finale for the win. Come on. We had an ambulance match. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. This is 2 stars. Braun would really be in control in the beginning of this match. He used the steel steps and then the ring post just to, attack Roman. But Roman would kind of come back, start targeting the injured arm of Braun Strowman. Fight would lead to the stage. Braun Strowman would throw Roman Reigns at the ambulance that, parked next to the stage. Fight leads back to the stage, and then Roman just shoves Braun Strowman through the LED wall. So now there's just a big old hole. This is just fucking stupid because Roman tried to spear Braun through the ambulance back doors. Braun just, moves. Roman flies in, closes the door behind him, and Braun Strowman wins. Match ends, and Roman, comes back out. He's like, oh, just kidding. The match isn't over. They fight. He puts Braun Strowman to the back. He drives him away. Then he reverses all the way back, hits, I believe, a wall or another truck. So Curtis Axel and Heath Slater come out, and they just start fighting. It's a match, but they're cutting back and forth because the firefighters are there, and they're trying to use the jaws of life to open the ambulance, try to get Braun Strowman out. The match ends. You don't even see it. It's off screen. Braun Strowman comes out. He's all bloodied in his face and his arms, but then there's a paramedic in there. I don't know. This gets worse. And for the main event, we had Samoa Joe versus the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar for the title. I mean, Samoa Joe would really kick his ass in the beginning. He puts him through a table with a Uranagi, but as always, Brock Lesnar, German, Suplex City, F5 for the win. I gave it 2 stars. And that was the pay-per-view. I mean, there's really no match watching back. Literally none of them. Don't waste your time. If you want to waste your time, that's fine. But hopefully everybody has a good Easter, and I'll see y'all Monday for the rewind.